My container arrived, and this is just a small glimpse of the current situation. All right, here I am unpacking in the kitchen, still in my pajamas. Severine's already cleaned a whole cabinet that was scaring the shit out of me.
I just hope that it won't.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's dried.
Wow. She's blessing. Okay, I think his soul's already gone. Are you gonna just carry it outside?
Yeah.
Okay, R.I.P.
Okay, where do you want me to bury it?
Throw it anywhere, I don't care. As long as it's not near me. That's a wedding march. Sure. Oh my God, look at her go. Okay, that is a true friend right there, people. That is a true friend. Oh my God.
No.
Wow, that's like a whole bunch of stuffed paper there, isn't it?
I don't want.
I know, spiders is the only thing she's afraid of, spiders. Look at the nest. Wow, you're so brave. Oh, look at, there's a part of a heart.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're a baller. Good Lord. Yeah, if I had to, I would, but since she volunteered.
What I can do now is, stick together all these pieces of newspaper.
Yeah, try. What does it say?
What does it say and what is the actual year?
Can you imagine?
News. Okay.
Oh, she's picking up the poo with her hands.
Okay, we're done.
Farm girl. Wow, that one looks like a skeleton.
Yes.
I wonder why they died. Like, they got trapped in there. They obviously...
And they suffocated.
Oh, shit. Look at the vertebrae and everything. You can see the ribs.
It's
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the toes.
the tail is decomposing. You can see everything.
Oh. Wow. It's kind of weird. And look at this eye sockets.
She must be very old.
Yeah, right? 80 years? Maybe 50.
People can write in comments, Please, according to you, how long does it take a mouse to decompose? And the winner wins. Whatever.
We'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
True friendship.
Wow.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Oh.
Considering it probably hasn't been cleaned in
Half a century?
at least.
This is gonna become something quite weird.
I've just been slowly unpacking all of my pots and pans and stuff like that, and you don't really recognize the difference in size. Everything in France is small. Okay, for instance, these are the things that I was, had that I was cooking with, these kind of small pans or whatever. And then this is like the American size.
Yeah.
Or this whole stack of frying pans, every size imaginable, every lid size imaginable, and this pot. Like, who am I, a commercial chef with this giant ass pot? I don't even need it. This is what I've been making soup with, and it's totally fine. So the question is, do I just keep on with the French way when I only have 2 small burners and keep everything else in storage? Or do I just use the stuff I'm comfortable with? I don't know. This is another comparison. Aluminum foil in France, aluminum foil American style.
Kind of double size?
Yeah, plastic cling film in France. 400 square feet of plastic. 50 meters. I don't know what that means in feet. 400 feet.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because of how small the drawers and stuff are. But this is a fucking chateau. All right, what's happening?
We are into the lower side of the big furniture, and everyone loves a good tear. Here
This
is
was-
perfect. Can you see that?
So good.
The good vibes. How good it is inside you when everything comes kind of one piece.
Oh,
and I
that's
can hear the crowd cheering. This is the biggest fair ever.
Say your word.
Sorry for the French.
I'll believe it. But it's funny.
Whoever put that in, it was not cool. Not cool.
When was vinyl created? 50s, right? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting. Of a good tear.
Regarde-moi ce moment magique. Have a good tear.
You caught yourself. You've got reflexes like a cat.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Another good tear on the side. We haven't had luck on the side tears.
No, there is a
Yeah,
lot
we've
of
got
side
still
tears
stuck side tear. Oh, good one piece on that one.
End of the music here.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Surrounded by my crap.
Yeah.
A bottle of something bubbly. It was a spritz and now it's just turned into champagne. Not champagne.
Crément, mousseux, whatever. Thank you.
Oh, we're about to go to lunch
Yeah,
at
in a very fancy restaurant
Domaine
called Domaine de la
Ferrière,
Ferrière.
where I went on my birthday. Ben took me there the day before I bought Le Chèvre. What is that? What do we think?
It's just foie gras, and I don't know what it's with.
Why does it look like a dessert?
Yeah, I thought it looked.
Are we sure? It smells like cinnamon. It's not.
Probably
It's not our dessert. That's not it. Fancy.
Very fancy.
It's actually very pretty.
The bœuf.
I got the veal. Yes.
Ah, thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
You're the best. And today it's our wedding, of course. And again.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so
Where are we going?
we're going to the station because I'm leaving, but I will come back stronger, prepared, more prepared.
Very informed.
When we can walk inside the
Okay.
chateau.
Okay.
Okay?
Mwah. Bye. Ciao. Grazie. Unprompted. Didn't even have to ask. Love you. Bye. Happy New Year, everybody. I am recovering from the dreaded Christmas flu that has been going around. My voice is almost back. I think I'm in the very tail end of it. Oh, fingers crossed. But this is something that I wanted to do at Christmas, but wasn't feeling great. Anyway, if you've been following along, you know that I was not provided any architectural plans of Le Chèvre. None had been passed to the previous owner or any owner before them. Typically, something like that would be handed down with the house, not in some administrative body, unless they were donated to an archive later. So a few months back, you would have seen, if you watch my other social media channels, a post that I did about the gentleman who was born here, who was a descendant of Henri Latour, who is now the caretaker of the chapel, and took me to the chapel. I had a very emotional experience there. Anyway, I'd asked him about plans. He said they didn't have anything in their family archive because he was told by his father, and his father was told by his grandfather, that they were destroyed in an attic, in a trunk, when there was a leak in the roof, and that all of those important documents were destroyed. Cut to, he reaches out to his other family members. I think it was his niece who said she had a very tightly bound roll of documents
from Henri believed that there were some architectural details of the facade. They said it's going to take a couple of months probably to unroll it because they're 135-year-old documents tightly bound for a century. So they were very slowly weighting it and opening it up so that they could retrieve what was in there. So in this envelope are copies of the originals. They are not the originals, obviously. Those stay with the family, although I really would love them. But let's just open it on camera. I just want you to be with me when I open it. So it's a high resolution copy. And yeah, this is, I don't probably sound very excited because I've been so sick, but this is a big deal. This is a big, big deal. Okay. All right, so these are, okay, I have to cut and cough. So this is a legend, and it has the architect's signature on the bottom. Now, he says that the architect was Stefan Saget, and that there's an embossed thing that you can't pick up on a copy that has Stefan Saget on it, but this has an A. Saget signature. I need to do further research in the department and in the town where they lived to see if I can dig up anything. A friend of mine did some digging on a Stefan Saget and found he was a banker mostly, but had been an architect a little bit in the early days. So maybe they were just friends, I don't know. And he was like, hey, you want to design my chateau? I mean, we're just not going to know. Okay, so here is the main facade. I'll get closer for you at a later time. So what I am most interested in is that they had the front steps right and left parallel, and we ended up with rounded steps. And then these little windows on the top are not there. Oh, and I thought this was cool. They had a clock. They had a clock in the tower. That's a window, actually, not a clock. Okay, so this is the back. I have no idea what you can see. Also interesting, this is where they had, these were terrace doors, all of them. We ended up only with this as a terrace door and this as a terrace door, two. The rest are windows. The detail would have been interpreted by the mason. And then this is sort of a split. And you can see that the staircase originally had intended it to be wrought iron, but they opted for stone. The other thing I think is really cool, and I may actually do, is that here he had intended that the curved stair walls in the stairwell be paneled. They were never paneled. Obviously, that's very difficult to do in a curve, but I'm gonna look into it because I think it would be cool to bring in some of the detail that the architect originally wanted, but didn't get to. And then here's the actual floor plans. Also very informative. It has the attic stairs on the opposite side of the building. These are the attic stairs. They're actually over here. And this was really interesting, this one, because this is where I was certain that they would have never put a wall between this window. They did, because this was, two closets instead of bathrooms. But you can see, this is the ceiling. The ceiling design ended up differently when an artist got involved, but nonetheless, the detail is in there. And also the floor of the foyer detail is there. And then this is the attic and the cave. And that's where the fosse septique is now. Originally it was the butcher. I think that's super cool. I just love that. And I'll get into the detail. It's crazy that there's a photo of this because it would have been the late 1800s. But apparently this is Villa Chevronnais, and this would have been Henri Latour's villa that partially burned down, and the stones from the villa were used to build the chateau. So it in comparison, quite a modest villa, but he had come into a fortune because of agricultural changes, increased the yield of their crops, and so they started to make more money. It was the belly pock. And then this is an image of the chapel as it was built, maybe 20 years after it was built, something like that. So the renovation of the chapel, which has been altered over time, is going to go back to this, which is very exciting. So I'm so grateful to the Couettes for providing these. They really are excited about me owning it and caring for it and carrying the baton forward. I also hope to get a copy of a portrait of Henri. I would like to have a really high resolution image of that so that I can hang it in a pride of place. But anyway, I'm much more excited than I sound. It's still on the mend, and I wanted to share that with you. Okay, let's go. Au revoir.